Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and I am back with another video. And this video is about why your wash and goes may not last or why they're always failing. Now, wash and goes is something that is my go-to. I love wash and go product. Doing wash and goes. But I do have key steps and as to how I make my wash and goes last 3 to 5 days. I try to never go more than 5 days. Now I used to literally go like 7 days, but it just kind of, I noticed that I get a lot of single strand knots and just other things. So let's get started. Now, this may not work for everybody, but wash and goes is all about trial and error. Now, the first reason why your wash and goes may not last is because you are not deep conditioning. Now, I deep condition every week, but I know everyone's schedule is different. We have other priorities. So I recommend at least twice a month, and you can deep condition for 30 minutes or even 20. So when I'm in a hurry, I still have to deep condition just for many reasons that I'll get into in a few. But when I'm in a hurry, I do 30 minutes, like literally 15 for staying under the dryer, and then another 15 to let it cool down and rinse after. So yeah, deep condition is really important for long-lasting moisture, which is really important for your wash and goes. Your wash and goes will not last if they're not moisturized. To kind of get that shine that people like for their hair, deep conditioning helps with that. For strengthening your hair, now strengthening your hair so your curls are not like doesn't have any elasticity, so they can bounce really well. Deep conditioning is helpful with that, and I will have a video really soon on my favorite deep conditioners and why. But deep conditioning is really important. Yeah. So yeah, that is one step. Another reason why your wash and goes may not last is because you don't put your hair in sections. Now, especially for those who have thick hair, putting your hair in sections is really important when you are going into style your wash and go, when you are adding in the products. So when you don't put your hair in sections, it can make a big difference. Now again, all of these suggestions that I'm making may not work for you, or you may not need to put your hair in sections because everyone is different, to be honest. But putting your hair in section gives every single curl the chance to get the product and makes your curls look much better. There's a huge difference when I don't section my hair and when I do. Like literally, it's like frizzy. Some strands are defined, some strands are not. It's a big mess. Now with that being said, your hair in sections, when you are adding in the leave-in, the gel, the leave-in, the cream, whatever it is that you're doing, will help so much for your curls to last 3 days or more. So yeah, another reason why you don't have any methods. Now, everyone's method is different for wash and goes. Some people do the shingling method. The shingling method is when you're literally putting product in each hair strand. Now, that method takes a lot of time, but your curls will look popping, or your curls or coils will look popping with the shingling method, like really popping. But not all of us have time for that. Now, me personally, I've only done the shingling method once, and I have a video on it. That was the only time I did the shingling method. I've never did it again, just because it's way too time consuming. And my results did look better, but it's not a major difference for me personally. Now, this is how my hair looks when I personally do the raking. I do everything: raking, shaking, and the spraying hands method. But you can always do one or the other. So the spraying hands method is when you literally put your hands like when you're about to pray it together, but your hair is in between and you're going down like this. That's the praying hands method. The raking method is you going like when you like an actual rake, you're using your fingers. You're putting your fingers kind of separate and you're raking it down the products. Now, all these methods, those two methods work really well for me personally. The shingling method, it is time consuming, but your curls will look popping. and it's recommended if you have very tight curls. But there's always the shaking, the raking and the smoothing method, the praying hands method. Those methods work really good, especially when you're applying the products. I highly recommend using those methods. So yeah, having some type of method can help so much. Now, I know I had a one product wash and go series, and I still stand by that. But I noticed people try to get like a long lasting wash and go with only using gel. Now, again, there's always an exception to the rule. Some people can just use gel and some way, somehow their hair will look nice for days. Now, for me personally, and for people that are around me and just people that I know, when you go in with just a gel, me personally, have I ever done it before? I don't think I have. Actually, I did it once and my hair dried out, but you can't expect a gel. A gel is not meant to moisturize your hair, and moisture for your curls, your natural hair period, is extremely important. I don't care what anybody says, you need moisture. But most gels are not meant to moisturize your hair. They're meant to just define your hair. So you need to have a form of base, whether it's a leave-in or a cream. Now, if you look at my one product wash and go series, they're all creams by themselves. They're not gels by themselves, because gels are not meant to moisturize your hair for the most part. They are meant to define your curls. So going in with a gel by itself, it ain't it. Like, if you want your curls to be moisturized for 3 to 4 days and defined, then you need to have some form of base before you go in with a gel. So yeah, using a leave-in or cream first and then going in with your styler is key. You need to have a form of base. I recommend leave-in conditioners. I apply tons of leave-in conditioner and then I go in with a cream or a gel or both, just depending on how I want my hair to look. For this case here, I went in with both a cream and a gel. Now, my other tip, and I don't recommend this in the winter, I recommend this more in the summer, is applying products while your hair is really wet, especially your leave-in conditioner, your base. I recommend doing it on soaking wet hair. My curls look much better when I do it on soaking wet hair. This, I did it on damp hair and it still came out really nice. But I probably would have had more shine if I did it with my soaking wet hair. But it is fall, it is kind of cold, and I did it at night and I kind of just wanted to go to sleep. So I did on damp hair so it could dry faster. But I do recommend soaking wet hair in the summer because your hair will dry faster either way. But I do recommend use on wet hair, basically. Starting your wash and goes on wet hair makes a huge difference for shine and moisture purposes. Now, the tip that I have is product combos, trial and error. Now, I have a video on tips and tricks to save money, and I will leave that video at the end if you're interested in watching that. But finding out the right products helps so much. Knowing what your hair likes. Does your hair like creamy leave-ins? Does it like watery leave-ins? Does it like thick gels? Does it like watery gels? If you've been watching my channel for a while, then you know that my hair tends to go for water-based products for the most part. I have found even creamy products that my hair loves, but for the most part, my hair does like watery products. But you have to be the one to kind of figure that out. And my biggest recommendation is watching your favorite YouTubers and seeing what works for them. It may not work for you, but you can always try and see what products work for you. Now, product combos, combining products. If you're someone who doesn't really like to explore and examine, that's not the right word, and try different hair products, then your best bet is buying from one brand your styling product. So when you're buying some sort of leave-in on the base, buy the gel as well from the same brand. Now, doing that helps so much because when you do that, most brands that have like a wide variety of hair products, their products are meant to work together. They can't guarantee you that it will work with other hair brands. Now, they might. I have videos on where I use different brands for styling products and they work really well. But for the most part, the leave-in and the conditioner from the same brand are meant to work together from the same line, because brands have different lines from the same line. So for example, my favorite hair products of like all time is As I Am, their initial line, the brown products, and I always use the leave-in cream and gel together and it works amazing. The same thing with the Eden Body Works and a whole bunch of other, and I'll have the video to the side for you guys once this video is over. But I noticed the same brand, the same line, they work really well together. So I highly recommend that. My next tip is working on detangled hair. Now you have to make sure your hair is fully detangled. Girl, do not put your styling products in your hair hasn't been detangled, okay? I personally recommend detangling your hair when you using a regular conditioner before you even go in with your deep conditioner, and I will get to the reasons in a few. But make sure your hair is detangled. That is, I don't care about anything else. Make sure your hair is detangled. The reason for that is because you want to make sure every hair strand is getting the product. If your hair is tangled, it's not gonna look right, one. And two, not all of your hair strands are gonna get the product. So it's gonna look frizzy because it's not, all of your hair is not getting the product and your hair is entangled. It's not, detangled hair is extremely important. Like, I cannot stress that enough. Now, the reason why I recommend tangling your hair while you're washing it, after shampoo and then you apply a regular conditioner, is because it's best to go in with your deep conditioner with your hair already tangled. Now, me personally, I detangle my hair twice because my hair is just so easily tangled, which is why I try not to ever go more than 5 days with a wash and go. But where was I? Oh yeah, so making sure your hair is detangled before the deep conditioner, because when you're applying the deep conditioner, you want all of your hair strands to get it. And if your hair is tangled, especially my hair gets extremely tangled. Like, so if you have that issue, I recommend using a rinse out conditioner first and detangling with that, or using a detangler. Some people wait until they're leave-in to detangle their hair, and that may work for you. But me personally, if I was to wait till my leave-in, I feel like when I apply leave-in and I go in and detangle my hair, it's taking out the product, and that's the main reason why I don't use nothing but my hands when I'm styling. So I don't recommend that, but there are some people that do it, and again, trial and error is important. So those are all my tips for a long-lasting wash and go. Now, for those who do wash and goes, let me know if I missed anything. Now, that's one. Two, what is something you may not agree with? I love having healthy debates. Not arguing. When I say I love debating, people always, oh, you just like to argue. No, I like to have debates. Like, if you don't agree with something, I want to know your reasoning. And if I don't agree with you, I want to have my reasonings. And it doesn't have to be an argument. It could just be like, well, I feel like you're wrong. I can go with my hair already, not detangled, and it works fine for me, but not in a sense of arguing. Just like, I want to know your reasons why, and I can take into consideration, and we can always agree to disagree. So feel free to debate in a healthy way, down below. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because if you're watching, just subscribe because there's more videos to come. It's never ending. Well, for now. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and have a great day. All right, don't miss anything extra. Bye.